Howdy folks, Singing Toad here. Thank you very much for watching my video today, and I hope you're having an absolutely happy day. So what do we have here today? Today is going to be an open tag video that was brought out by Big J's Knives. Jerry put out this really awesome open tag. It's actually two open tags he put out. The first one was 10 US made fixed blades and 10 US made lockback knives. Now unfortunately I don't own 10 USA made fixed blades, and I don't own 10 USA made lockback knives. So I'm going to go ahead and do what I'm really good at doing, and that is combining two open tags into one. And between the two I can make a total of 10. So this is going to be 8 lockback knives and 2 fixed blade knives. Now I actually do have more than that, but I can't make a total of 10 and 10 to do both open tags individually. So I'm just going to combine the two into one. So with Big J's blessing, Jerry's blessing here, I will proceed. So the very first knife we're going to look at is this one here. This is the Buck 110. And this features the diamond wood. This has the 420 HC with the clip point blade. Classic, iconic Buck knife. I have added this brass thumb stud to make it easier for one-handed opening. Of course, the knife doesn't come with that initially, but I think the brass thumb stud just adds some class to the knife to make it one-hand opening. So that is the Buck 110 Hunter. And I'm going to go ahead and just put that up there. And these may not all fit on the screen, but we'll have to do some jostling around. Second one is the Buck 112 Ranger Select. And this has a polymer handle here. It does feature a pocket clip. Again, doesn't come with a thumb stud, or at least the model that I have didn't come with a thumb stud, so I added a thumb stud. Again, 420 HC blade steel, and much like its big brother, it has the traditional lock back. Next one is another Buck 112 Ranger. This one here happens to be the more traditional version of it, and this one has the ebony wood handle scales. Again, 420 HC clip point blade. I added the thumb stud to facilitate easy one-handed opening. Has the brass handle frame, much like its big brother, the 110. So there we go. Next one is the Gerber Shark Belly, and this one has a half stop, which is kind of interesting. And it says, of course, Gerber right there on the blade, can't miss it. But on the other side, made in USA, and the camera probably does not want to focus, but Portland, Oregon. And this also is in the 420 HC blade steel and has a wire pocket clip. And it's very lightweight, but the ergonomics on this knife are actually pretty good. And it's kind of a modified sheep's foot. I really like this thing. Next one is the Buck Light. And I can't remember which version this one is, but this one I've had a really, really long time, and I actually snapped the tip off of it years ago, and I just ground the tip down and made it into kind of a spay blade. So I now have a buck knife with a spay blade. How funny is that? Because it's not quite a sheep's foot, it's more of a spay blade. But yeah. Anyway, this has the polymer handle, and again it is a lock back, and I'm going to put it up over here. Next one I want to show, and you're seeing a lot of Buck knives on the tail, but unfortunately that's what I have, and of course these are all USA made knives, and it should come as no surprise, it's another Buck knife. So this is the Buck Spitfire, and again in 420 HC. So far all the knives on the table are all in the 420 steel, to the best of my knowledge anyway. And I believe this is 420 HC as well, but this has the anodized aluminum. But what I like about this one is it's got the thumb hole, and it has a 4-way mountable pocket clip. So this is probably the closest thing to a Spyderco Delica that Buck ever made. And the Spyderco Delica is a definite cool knife, and so this one's really, really awesome as well. And this one comes in a few different colors too, and different sizes. There's a slightly smaller one of this as well. Put that one over there. And moving along, another Buck knife. You guessed it, folks. And this here is a Buck Bantam, and I believe this is the BLW. It's either BLW or BBW. I forget which version this is. Again, 420 HC, polymer handle, pocket clip. Its thumb stud has been replaced with a screw because the original thumb stud fell out because this thing went through the wash. But Very lightweight knife, and still holds a very good edge. You know, Buck does their heat treat really well with the 420HC. It ain't no super steel, but it performs very, very well. Talking about super steel, let's get on to the next one. Spyderco Native 5 Lightweight in CPM MagnaCut. And this, of course, is made in Golden, Colorado, USA Earth. Spyderco is keen to make sure you know what planet you're on when you buy the knife from them. But this here is the Native 5 Lightweight, and this has been my EDC knife now since I got it several months ago, and I absolutely love this knife. And short of just stropping it, I did sharpen the knife. I did a video where I actually dulled this knife out with a brick. That was still a part of me is dead inside from doing that, but since sharpening the knife, all I've had to do is just strop it to bring the edge right back. You know, the MagnaCut steel just really holds an edge for a very long period of time, and I've used this to cut just about everything that I can think of. So those are my lockbacks. We're now going to get into the fixed blades. Alright, so the first fixed blade and the second, well, this would be the number 8, or sorry, this would be the number 9 knife, excuse me. I don't know how to count. I'm pretty good with one hand, but going beyond that, it gets a little tricky with me. But this is the Gerber Gator fixed blade. And of course it's stamped Gerber USA on the blade, and then on the other side Portland, Oregon. So I just happen to have, you know, 2 Portland, Oregon, USA made Gerber knives right here in my hands right now. And I'll just leave that shark belly up there for now. But yeah, so this is the original Gator, and they do make it in a folding version as well, but this is the fixed blade, and this is also in the 420HC steel, and just a very, very good knife. Excellent grip on the handle, and good ergonomics. Like this knife a lot. Last but not least, and taking up the caboose here, is going to be the Buck 124 Frontiersman. And there we have it. As you can see, this is quite a large knife. This is also in 420HC steel. Good thickness on the blade. Full tang construction. Micarta handle scales. Absolute beauty of a knife. Beast of a knife, dare I say. And you know, when I put it beside the when I put it beside the Gerber there, it makes the Gerber look like a kid's toy by comparison. Anyway, so that was my 10 USA made knives. As you can see, my collection not very good. I need to add more USA made knives, and I certainly want to do so down the road. That'll be a new challenge for me going forward this year, is to acquire more USA made knives in different brands. I would certainly like to get maybe some different brands that I don't currently have in my collection. But anyway, folks, that's where I'm at. Thanks very much for watching. Please tell me what you think. Did you like the knives I showed? Did you not like the knives I showed? Tell me what your favorites are. Do you have some favorite USA made knives? I'd like to know. Thanks very much, Big J, for this open tag. I appreciate it very much, buddy. Take good care, everyone. Take care, my friends. This is Singing Toad signing out.